to you by NordVPN. The Trump administration has sued to block a new Illinois law that allows residents to sue federal immigration agents over courthouse arrests or alleged rights violations. Federal attorneys say the law violates the Constitution. Governor Pritzker's office says no one is above the law. The Illinois State Fair will move to digital ticketing for the 2026 fair following a successful trial in 2025. Officials say the change will make entry faster and more secure. The 2026 Illinois State Fair runs August 13th through the 23rd in Springfield. Illinois State Police and local agencies are increasing patrols targeting impaired driving, speeding, seatbelt violations, and distraction. Officials urge drivers to plan ahead, designate a sober driver, and make safe choices to arrive alive and start 2026 safely. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-990-1551. That's 800-990-1551.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Blackhawks host the Islanders tonight. Connor Bedard back on the ice practicing with the team, but there's still no timeline for his return to the lineup. Frank Nazar placed on the injured reserve. Nick Foligno activated from the injured list. He had a goal in Sunday's 7-3 loss to the Penguins. He was out 19 games with a hand injury. The Timberwolves pounded the Bulls 136-101 last night. Nikola Vukovic had 23 points in the losing effort as Chicago drops to 15-17 overall. They're 8-8 at home. Some bad news for the Bulls. They lost top scorers Kobe White and Josh Giddey to injuries. White left the game with a right calf strain in the first quarter, while Giddey, the team's second leading scorer, walked off the court with an apparent left hamstring injury in the first minute of the second half. The Bulls look to snap their two-game losing skid Wednesday night at home against New Orleans. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All-American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, snow is expected after 11 a.m. with cloudy skies and a high near 34. Temperatures falling to around 30 in the afternoon. Gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, a slight chance of snow before 7 p.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 8. Currently, it is 31 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids. But we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. I've got kind of a funky New Year's Eve party music going on here as it is the last day of 2025, New Year's Eve, as we hop on into 2026 with lots of bells ringing and, of course, joyous spirit. We hope you're enjoying this morning so far here. Maybe you are in the kitchen preparing all the food and those fantastic drinks that I know many of you are going to be having tonight at those fun parties. Even if it's just a little party too, have yourself a happy new year, folks. We're excited to get out of 2025 into 2026 with gusto, excitement, enthusiasm, and community spirit. Yes, so got lots of good things to talk about today. Of course, we're going to be talking about, again, what is going on in the Fox River Valley area during this Out to Lunch segment. But we'll also be talking about New Year's Eve, the traditions that are out there, why we celebrate New Year's Eve, what's the history of it, and more national days. We'll also talk a little bit about champagne, a little history of champagne. Why do we have champagne? And also why people kiss on New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day when it's the Happy New Year, right? So we'll talk about all those kind of New Year's related, right? And of course, the phone lines are open. If you do want to call into the show, if you just want to make a shout out, say, hey, Happy New Year, everybody, you can do that. Don't forget, we also do have, of course, our New Year's Eve, New Year's Day broadcast that's going to be on at 12. Well, it's going to be starting around 8 and it's going until 12 o'clock midnight. So it's going to be a little marathon there. I'm not going to be part of it. I've got my dad's birthday to celebrate today, and then I do have another party to go to, but I will be there in spirit, of course. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I just got a message from our very own psychic, Susan. Please wish your dad a happy birthday for me and a happy new year. Absolutely, Susan. And thank you, and a happy new year to you as well. So if you haven't heard, yes, it's my dad's birthday. He is a New Year's Eve baby. He was born on this day back in years ago. He's the big 7-0, so it's very special. And it's going to be a good time. Go have some good food and some good hospitality and presence. So that's going to be coming up later today. But with that being said, of course, we're getting into the new year and it's very exciting. Now, I'll be reading through the weather and temperatures here for you just to let you know what are the conditions. Again, I know a lot of people are going to be traveling. It is New Year's Eve. It's very exciting. There's a lot of cool parties that are going on, right? But you also want to make sure you're safe on the roads. It doesn't look like the roads are super slick like they were last night because of the temperatures rising here The snow is starting to melt a little bit, but we are getting a little bit of a chance of snow coming into the afternoon. It does drop down to 9 degrees as our low. So if it does snow and then it drops into those chillier temperatures, which means it could possibly turn into ice, I don't know. But again, those roads could get a little bit slick. So just make sure you're prepared for that you are aware of your surroundings, especially when you're driving. Please be careful when you're driving out there. All of you folks, of course, know that. A lot of people are drinking, and make sure that you have a place to stay. Make sure you have a designated driver if you need. Again, I'm sure a lot of people who drive Uber will be making some good dough tonight, because lots of people will probably be requesting Uber, which is the smart thing to do. This is the smart thing to do. But for tonight, it's going to be a low of 9 degrees, and we do see it eventually going into a high of 20 for tomorrow, the first day of January. So tomorrow is January 1st. I do have the day off. Of course, we've got the day off that day. So I'm going to be doing, we've got some replays for the Out to Lunch segment. And they're just kind of evergreen replays. And really what it is those segments will be really tailored mainly to just kind of discussing how to navigate our website, how to check out local businesses and organizations, different websites in the Fox River Valley to go to, like Explore Elgin area, any of the Chamber of Commerce websites. All of those are put together so that it's a great way to kind of start off the new year as a refresher, or for those of you who might be new to listening into WRMN and you're just brand new here, you haven't listened to how to navigate our website, how to navigate our YouTube channel. All of that's going to be incorporated into tomorrow's replay shows, the best of replays for Out to Lunch tomorrow. And it's all going to be very generic and talking about how to go through our website and things like that to start off the new year. So I think it lines up pretty well there, I would say. So we have a high of 20 degrees coming up tomorrow. It is going to be overcast. We see a low of 16 degrees coming up for tomorrow night, a few clouds from time to time. We head on into Friday the 2nd. We see a high of 27. It's going to be partly cloudy skies. We do see it dropping down to a low of 19 degrees, partly cloudy skies during the evening, which will give way to cloudier skies overnight. That full moon will be in bloom, showing in the sky for Friday. For Saturday, as we kick it off to the weekend, I know a lot of people are still celebrating over the weekend as well. We do see a high of 30 degrees, cloudy skies early, becoming partly cloudy later in the day. It drops down to 17 as our low. That's a few clouds from time to time. That's for Saturday night. Into Sunday, we have here a high of 31. Partly cloudy skies, becoming more overcast in the afternoon. We see it dropping down to a low of 28 degrees. Cloudier skies are going to be there early. Now for Monday temperatures do rise a little bit here. Now, the nice thing about this, at least in terms of the schedule of our temperatures, is once it does get colder, because we in the middle of January are going to get to colder temperatures, it's not a drastic change. It's going to slowly but surely drop, and that helps us, especially those of you out there, and including myself too, who have those allergies. But it's going to be a high of 42 for Monday the 5th. We see a low of 31 degrees, considerable clouds for Monday night. Tuesday rolls around. It's Tuesday the 6th of January. We see a high of 41, mostly cloudy, with a low of 28 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. That's going to be for Tuesday night. Wednesday rolls around, a week from today. We see a high of 37. Sunshine and clouds are mixed. We see a few clouds from time to time for Wednesday night, and a low of 26 degrees is in that forecast. That's going to be coming up for Wednesday. I'll tell you the following rest of the week there too. Thursday, it goes to 39 as our high. We are going to be getting a chance of rain at about 40% with a low of 30, which means that could turn into some of the freezing rain showers there. Rain is continuing on into next Friday and Saturday over the weekend. High of 42, low of 28. Rain turning into that freezing rain and then snow with a high of 35 for Saturday, the 10th of January, into a low of 22 coming up. That's for Saturday night. That's the following Saturday. So if you want to take a look at the whole schedule, you can find it on weather.com, AccuWeather. Of course, there's a lot of sources out there when it comes to the weather, and it's going to depend on where you're located and if the prediction actually does end up happening correctly there or not. Let's take a look at our inspirational story of the day. The last inspirational story I'll be talking about here from sunnyskies.com, posted today by an anonymous user. And this is titled, quote, Group Kindness in Walmart. When I was doing some shopping, I continuously heard a young child screaming and crying. It was heard throughout the store. When I got to the self-checkout, the mother was in the lane next to me, child still crying. People were in line, rolling their eyes and shaking their heads at each other. I rang up my purchases. I mentioned to the couple behind me that I had never had children, and it must be the hardest job in the world. They agreed with me, and we exchanged looks of empathy for the mom. I decided to buy the mother a candy bar and mentioned it to the lady behind me. She thought it was a great idea, so I bought a Reese's bar and took it to the mom. I handed her the candy and told her that I thought she could use it. She broke down in tears and hugged me. People in line softened their gaze and gave me a nod of acknowledgement. I glanced in her basket and saw it was 3/4 full with diapers, children's medicine, food, and some small toys. I told her that I would like to pay for her purchase, and she tried to refuse, saying it was too much. I told her that she was worthy of something good happening to her today. I let her tend to her children, and I scanned and bagged her items. One person started showing the crying child photos of a puppy on her phone, which calmed her down. As I put my credit card in the machine, 2 of the other people came up and gave me cash to help with the total. I love how all the strangers came together to lift this young mother up during a very hard time for her. I, myself, have been having a difficult morning, and my outlook was completely changed by this random encounter with strangers. I think that's a nice story to kind of end up the year, too, as a way to say, hey, you know what? There is a community out there of people who listen and who help each other, and that's fantastic. It's a great way to come together and help those who are in need. So that's a nice story there that was posted by sunnyskies.com by an anonymous user out there. Thank you for posting that. If you do want to check out more news stories for the end of the year, check it out. There is also a year in review that you can find too. That's at sunnyskies.com. It is 16 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk about our word of the day today, and also why people kiss at midnight on New Year's Eve. We'll also talk a little bit about why do we drink champagne on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, of course, is a national day. It's also National Champagne Day, so we'll kind of go into that segment there too. And then, of course, we'll continue on and talk more about what's happening locally for these New Year's Eve and New Year's Day parties that are happening around the area. I know I've been talking about them a lot during this week, but we want to send those reminders out to you in case maybe something comes up and maybe your party was canceled and you want to go to someplace, or you're not still quite sure where you want to go to attend some of these fun holiday parties to celebrate and ring in the new year of 2026. I'm here to help to give you those options. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
America's First Responders Fest began as a simple idea to honor the heroes who serve our community every day. Thanks to the incredible support of the Village of Hampshire, especially Village President Mike Reed, Village Manager Jay Hedges, and Karen Stuhler. This year, that idea came to life. From local residents to small businesses, Hampshire opened its heart to America's First Responders Fest. The support was overwhelming. A true celebration of unity, gratitude, and community pride.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the last Out to Lunch show in 2025 as we kick it off into 2026. It's very exciting, folks. Lots of people are pumped up and ready to go for this night of celebration. The big ball drop, too, is another one that's coming up as well. That's the New Year's Eve ball drop at Navy Pier. Hey, now, if you want to watch it, you can watch it on the TV or on your phone or tablet, especially. Which lots of people are doing, of course. But you can celebrate the New Year's Eve, too, at Navy Pier, ringing that 2026 in style. You can explore, shop, and dine along the pier, and then also check out the beach ball drops to the concerts and the DJs, plus festive dinners on land or water. So I know that this is into the city area, but it is a huge, huge celebration. Of course, many of us are going to be watching it on TV tonight. They're going to be having their Ellis Dream a New Year's Eve concert, also New Year on the Pier, and also at Bar Soul. There's New Year's Eve at Lyrica. There's also New Year's cruises, beach ball drop, Margaritaville. That's cool, and a whole lot more. So feel free to check that out too, with the schedule and the lineup if you want to view all that information. I know a lot of people also like to watch it in New York as well. Maybe you are in New York. That's also the big ball drop there too. So they've got a huge list of fun activities to do, of course, during this time tonight. Maybe you are already planning on going to Navy Pier this New Year's Eve. Feel free to let us know. Let us know if you want to text us, if you want to call us into the show today. Let us know if there are some fun New Year's Eve traditions that you like to do. What are some things that you're looking forward to in 2026? What are some aspirations that you have as well? Maybe if it's something fun, or maybe it's business related or home life, whatever the case might be. Maybe you have these New Year's resolutions. Maybe you have aspirations and desires to maybe try something new in New Year's Eve, or maybe kick a dirty habit or something. You know, there's lots of different things that we think about. This is definitely a time of year to reflect on things. It's a time to meditate on things and reflect, and then look into the future and say, hey, you know what? I want to be a better person. I want to do this. Maybe I want to take up this sport. You know, if you want to play sports, or, you know, maybe I really want to strive into the next year to get, you know, all A's or B's in school, right? For the kids out there. Maybe you want to try doing a new activity, trying new foods. That's something else too that I want to do. I want to start eating more veggies. I say that with a chuckle, but I mean it. I really, I'm not a big vegetable person, but That's something I'm hoping to do into the new year 2026 is to trying to eat more vegetables because we always have vegetables pretty much every night at our home, and I usually take a no thank you bite with that. And so I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to try to eat those full plates, not like a full large plate of vegetables, but have my portion size like everyone else does. Try to strive to do that and train my taste buds because vegetables are important. You need to have them, so and I don't eat enough of them. And I think I'll even feel better if I start doing that too. So that's definitely something that I'm hoping to do in the new year for 2026, eating a little bit healthier, having more vegetables, trying to stay away from the carbs as much as I can and the sugars. Sometimes it can be hard, and I'm sure many of you have experienced this too, but that's something many of you might want to do this year, or, it's something I want to do, try to eat more veggies. But I also want to do the jewelry making. That's something I mentioned kind of a little bit during the community hour with Sue that she mentioned. And I haven't been doing jewelry making in a while, but it's something that I want to do. Get back into that, into the crafting side of things. I've got all my tools. They're just kind of in storage in my room and drawers. So I said, you know what? I really want to start to get back into doing that jewelry making. I think it would be a lot of fun. It's something that I really enjoy doing, after a long day, coming home, having dinner, and then being able to chain together all the little pieces for jewelry, right? And, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So maybe picking up a new hobby is something that is something you want to do. So let's talk about our word of the day today. The word of the day recognized on December 31st is an adjective. It's retrospective. Retrospective. Something that relates to the past or to something that happened in the past. And this is something that is a word that's recognized today, and it definitely coincides with it being the last day of 2025. Retrospective. Looking into the past, looking into 2025, seeing the accomplishments, seeing even the failures too, and recognizing those and saying, okay, let me put all this together. Let me take a look at it. Let me recognize it. And let me say, okay, what am I going to keep? What am I going to remove? What am I going to improve on more? What do I maybe need to take a little bit of a break on too? So that's the word of the day today. It's an adjective. It's retrospective. So, of course, taking a look at something, describing something that relates to the past or to something that happened in the past, right? So that's the word of the day today that is recognized on the 31st of December, which is today, 2025. It's the last day of 2025. Now, of course, we also have some interesting conversations here, including why do people kiss at midnight on New Year's Eve? End of the year smooching has roots in the parts of ancient Rome, including those fancy parties too, but Thomas Edison had a part to play in it as well. This is an article written by Jake Rawson on mentalfloss.com. It's just a short one. Why do people kissing become a New Year's Eve tradition? Well, according to the Reader's Digest, the answer partly goes back to the vice-crazed hedonists of ancient Rome. Now, during Rome's Saturnalia Winter Festival, which was observed between the 17th and the 23rd of December, it was intended to honor the agricultural god Saturn. Partygoers got grossly intoxicated and apparently handsy with one another. Plenty of kissing included there too. But Romans didn't consider a kiss to be part of any actual tradition. That falls to the Vikings, who celebrated a winter festival called Hogmanay. Hogmanay? I don't know. That's something too. I want to start pronouncing words better into 2026. Well, anyways, this is a festival that they wished each other a Happy New Year with a kiss. They weren't necessarily romantic exchanges, but greetings to and from family and also friends. There's also the hearty kisses out there too. One early printed mention in 1863 from German revelers noted that hearty kisses were passed around at the stroke of midnight. Of course, also the popular New Year's Eve tradition. Of course, smooching your significant other isn't the only way to ring in the new year. There's, of course, eating 12 grapes for good luck. Maybe wearing a specific colored underwear is another one that's on this list. Gathering in Times Square to watch the ball drop or watching it on TV. Watching fireworks at midnight. Also, Auld Lang Syne, that song too. Smashing a peppermint pig, or also setting New Year's resolutions. So Lots of different ways that, of course, you can celebrate and have a good time, right? It is the New Year's. It's the New Year's Eve heading on into New Year's Day. Coming up next, we have our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the National Day calendar, New Year's Eve. We'll talk about that here. We'll also discuss a little bit on why we drink champagne on New Year's Eve, and maybe even some different cultures that celebrate New Year's Eve and what they do. Some things that might be different from what the U.S. does. So we'll talk about that and more here on WRMN. We will also talk a bit about what are some of the upcoming events here in the Fox River Valley area that you can participate in. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch. WRMN will be back after these messages.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by NordVPN. The Illinois State Fair will move to digital ticketing for the 2026 fair following a successful trial in 2025. Officials say the change will make entry faster and more secure. The 2026 Illinois State Fair runs August 13th through the 23rd in Springfield. Illinois State Police and local agencies are increasing patrols targeting impaired driving, speeding, seatbelt violations, and distraction. Officials urge drivers to plan ahead, designate a sober driver, and make safe choices to arrive alive and start 2026 safely. The Trump administration has sued to block a new Illinois law that allows residents to sue federal immigration agents over courthouse arrests or alleged rights violations. Federal attorneys say the law violates the Constitution. Governor Pritzker's office says no one is above the law. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Kohl's clearance deals are so good, you might want to brace yourself before you shop, because up to 70% off can do things to you. Sudden goosebumps, racing pulse, involuntary gasping at prices. You may even feel the uncontrollable urge to brag to someone, anyone, even Deb, the checkout lady who's seen it all day. Don't worry, that's just the thrill of Kohl's clearance. Shop it now in-store and online. Select styles, some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, snow with cloudy skies and a high near 34. Temperatures falling to around 32 in the afternoon. Windy with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Snow likely tonight before 8 p.m., then partly cloudy with a low around 8. Currently, it is 33 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Want to make 2026 your year of adventure? Book that trip and learn a new language with Babbel. Go ahead, make a resolution you can stick to. Now is the time. Babbel's New Year sale is here. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription for 65% off. Turn your daydream into a destination this year with Babbel. Get Babbel's lifetime access for less at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. It is New Year's Eve. We're getting closer to the new year, 2026. It is, when I mean just around the corner, I mean it's coming up tomorrow already. So if you want to check out more information on what's on our website, our local programming can be found on WRMN1410.com. What do we have for our national days? Well, of course, it's New Year's Eve. Every year on December 31st, people around the world celebrate New Year's Eve, the last day of the year. It's a day to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. Now, my earliest memory of New Year's Eve, growing up when I was a kid, was banging those pots and pans, going out our front door at midnight. It wasn't quite midnight yet. Because when I was little, I didn't stay up till midnight. I was so tired. I was like, no, I just want to go to bed. I even remember one year I could not stay up till midnight. I remember actually sleeping on my brother's bed. He had a bunk bed, and there was a lower bed, and then there was the upper bunk bed. And I ended up just sleeping on the lower bed because I still remember, like I hopped onto the bed. I fell right asleep. I was so tired because I could not keep myself awake. And then I think I woke up at around 2 o'clock and my parents were still up. They're like, you fell asleep, right? I go, wait, really? I must have been so tired. I remember I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old. But yes, that's a good core memory of mine growing up as a kid, having those New Year's Eve parties. I had some of my friends over from when I was a little kid. The parents would get together with my parents and the friends. There was a total of 8 of us. And we always had, we'd have we wouldn't drink real champagne, obviously, because we were little kids, but we would have sparkling juice, like a white grape sparkling juice. And we'd have glasses that we put them in and we'd dress up, have our little fun party hats and all the sounds, New Year's Eve sound things that we've got. So that's a core memory of mine growing up as a kid, New Year's Eve, and then banging the pots and pans outside saying everyone Happy New Year, so that was always fun. Growing up and doing that too. Maybe you have a core New Year's Eve memory that you'd like to share with us. If you want to call in, you can. The number here is 847-931-1410. You can also text us. You can shoot us a message in the text line or also on our YouTube channel. We are streaming live on YouTube. So if it's something that you want to do, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to have that conversation to discuss that with you and hear your really cool stories. Because let me tell you, you can share your stories out there with folks. People can be inspired. You can have an interesting story, maybe something funny. Maybe Uncle Joe spilled a whole bottle of beer on you when you were a kid or something. I don't know. Something like that. Just fun memories during New Year's Eve and also on New Year's Day too. Maybe you have some cool celebrations, right? Maybe some foods that you always like to eat. Growing up when I was a kid, whenever we did New Year's Eve parties, I always liked having chicken nuggets. It's something that we'd always pick up from McDonald's. We'd have chicken nuggets with a bunch of different dipping sauces. And so that was always fun, of course, to do that too. We'd have maybe we'd have maybe hot dogs or, a bunch of different candies we'd eat. And so all that good stuff was something that I enjoyed growing up and doing. Also celebrating my dad's birthday as well too, which he's a New Year's Eve baby. So we had our New Year's Eve parties. It would also be a birthday party for my dad too. So that was always a lot of fun. I actually have a picture somewhere. I have a picture somewhere of my dad. I think it was his, I don't know. I think maybe it was it might've been his 50th. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's him, and he's blowing out the candles and all, and me and my brother and all of our friends were all together gathered around, and so that was a nice picture. I still remember that picture. It's somewhere. My brother, you know what my brother's been doing too? I know I'm getting on a tangent now. My brother has been organizing all of our family pictures. I mean, organizing them. He's looking at the back of the dates. He's looking at, he's having everything in order in all these different albums that we have. So kudos to you, Ryan. I'm giving you a shout out here on the air if you're listening in. But he's been organizing a lot of family pictures. Some of them do include New Year's Eve pictures in there too. So maybe I'll do some postings. Maybe you'll see on Facebook some postings of little Matt McNeil before the radio times on my New Year's Eve wearing my hat. And I even used to wear a blanket over my head too with the hat on. I don't know. It's just something I used to do. Anyway, with that being said, it is New Year's Eve, also known as Old Year's Day or St. Sylvester's Day. New Year's Eve is one of the most exciting holidays of the year. We know it, of course. Some countries, such as the Philippines as well as Latvia, celebrate New Year's Eve as a public holiday. In Japan, it's actually a government holiday. In other countries, many businesses let their employees off work early so they can partake in many festivities. Different countries have different celebrations. There's many reasons this day is one of the biggest. It's also a time too, and this is an interesting quote, this is also a time to forgive past mistakes and form new habits, right? So forgiving past mistakes, not holding on to things so much, right? Things that maybe bothered you in this year, or things that you wish you could have gotten done and you're kicking yourself, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I get that done? It's a time to reflect on that and say, you know what? It's a new year. It's a brand new year, 2026. I'm going to go into it with positivity. Of course, making New Year's resolutions. Now, there are some stats out there. Only 8% of people actually accomplish them. Now, of course, usually when we have New Year's resolutions, we tend to really, some people overthink them. Some people maybe underthink them. It kind of depends on the person. But with that statistic being there too, it kind of makes sense just because there's so many things happening in our lives. Sometimes we forget. And life happens, right? So with that being said, just because it says only 8% of people actually accomplish them, shouldn't make it seem like it's everyone's lazy and things like that. Things come up in life, right? So, but instead of making resolutions that you're not going to keep anyway, it's better to set 3 or 4 goals. That's what statistics are saying. There's a science behind that. Setting roughly 3 to 4 goals is a good one to do, and then breaking down those goals into actionable steps as well. And then also reviewing your process, not just saying, I'm going to do this and then hopefully it happens. Actually setting those 3 to 4 goals, breaking down those goals into those actionable steps, writing it out in front of you or typing it out in front of you is a good way to do it. Talking about it with yourself, manifesting it too, and reviewing your process daily. It helps to keep them as well. And again, there's also different religions as people celebrate the New Year's, right? So there is the New Year's for different celebrations. And it might be a little bit of a different time, right? So sometimes they celebrate, like New Year's or Christmas or the holidays might be different in different cultures, different religions. I know in Wicca, the New Year is Samhain. That's on October 31st is considered kind of more of so like the New Year. There's also, they incorporate like the Celtic Wheel of the Year. It's a time to honor ancestors, things like that. So that's considered like the witch's New Year, right? So New Year's can be a little bit different for people out there as well. Different cultures have different things that they do. For example, in Russia, a lot of families have different meals. They exchange gifts. Something that I've noticed being kind of more in tune with the culture in certain ways, trying to learn a little bit more on that and my heritage. A lot of people usher people good luck and prosperity. That's something a lot of Russians do say. I wish you good health, luck, and prosperity into the new year. They use those specific words in particular. They have different colorful decorations, including Christmas trees too. They do celebrate kind of more of the Christmas holiday at this time of year, when people put up the Christmas trees and families and friends come together. So there's a lot of different things that different countries also do. There's some New Year's Eve traditions. Barcelo.com does have a list of some different New Year's Eve traditions. In Spain, they eat grapes on New Year's. So maybe you're vacationing in Spain this year. They say to eat 12 grapes can help to bring good luck and fortune into the next coming year. Some other ones here in Portugal, jumping on the right foot is a way to symbolize good fortune and positivity. So jumping up and down on the right foot. And that's usually after midnight they do that. These are just some interesting ones. New Year's Eve traditions in Italy, tossing out the old. If you have some different cuisines, this is an interesting one, throwing old household items, furniture out of the windows to symbolize a fresh start. That's kind of interesting. Another one here as well. There's some New Year's traditions in Germany as well. If you want to check it out, they have something that's called lead pouring. So they pour out lead. That's kind of interesting. Bulgaria has sugarcane sticks that they eat, and then they also decorate them too. That's a different thing that they have. Something else too is in the Czech Republic. They celebrate New Year's Eve traditions by carving apples, and a star-shaped core is considered a sign of good fortune. If you carve an apple into a star-shaped core, they say that that's a good fortune and that you're going to get good luck into the new year. Something that they do in Poland is called winter bathing, or mosowanie. It's an icy plunge into the icy cold water to help your immune system and invigorate the spirit. That's something that they do. You can be hungry with enjoying some tasty things. Something in Hungary that they believe in is that pigs symbolize progress and prosperity, so they offer pork dishes as a must-have for New Year's Eve feasts. Malta has New Year's rituals, including spending the rest of your time exploring quaint corners of the island. So people do a lot of traveling around the area in Malta. They explore the corners and they reflect on things in life too. So there's some interesting ones out there. A lot of different cultures and celebrations and religions do celebrate New Year's differently. And it's cool to research that and to find it and to embrace it even too in certain ways. So you don't necessarily have to do them, but something cool to research and see how different people and cultures interact with one another and celebrate the New Year's. So there you go. It's coming up to 11:47. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, ringing in the new year coming up later tonight. Join in live here for our Studio 14 New Year's Eve party celebration. Rocking it in Studio 14. That's coming up tonight. That will be going on until 12 o'clock, probably even a little bit after, too. For a little after set party, right? So there you go. And I know the after set around the corner here is also having some fun activities to do until roughly like 4 a.m. in the morning. Yes, quite the hot spot to go to. Let's see some other days that are recognized. Of course, taking a toast. It is National Champagne Day today. That wine that puts the pop in every New Year's celebrations. Champagne, France is actually located northeast of Paris, and provides the ideal temperature and soil to produce grapes required for champagne. Actually, French law even allows only 8 varieties of grapes for the production of champagne. Primarily, the 3 grapes that are used are Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. Meunier, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm trying to sound fancy with the French words here. Now, unlike other wines, champagne ferments in the bottle, allowing the vintner to trap the CO2 in the bottle, and the bubbles give that champagne its effervescence, right? Delicious treat to have, of course, to enjoy. A nice pop in the champagne bottle, right? And enjoying that for the New Year's Eve celebration. Now, why do we drink champagne? There is the reason why that is. There are some historical roots when it comes to toasting to the New Year's. We did discuss a little bit, of course, that we know it. We're aware of it. New Year's Eve toast, something that's been going on, or really just New Year's Eve celebrations. But in the ancient roots there, the custom of toasting with alcoholic drinks to celebrate the winter solstice and the new year dates back to pagan rituals and early religious ceremonies. It was a way to say, hey, let's bring good luck to each other. Let's clink our glasses together or our cups or whatever we have. That way we can transfer that positive energy into the new year, into one another, right? So definitely that spiritual element to it was something that that was back in the day, that kind of domino effect into what we see now, which is, of course, raising a glass to the new year. Also in French royalty back in the 5th century France, King Clovis used local Champagne region wine for his coronation, linking it to important events. So that's also something that happened. It was also a symbol of luxury back in the 17th and 18th centuries. Champagne became popular among the French royalty and wealthy. It symbolized luxury, so it was reserved for those major milestones, right? So they didn't drink a whole lot of it, especially since it was very luxurious. Of course, probably if you had money back in those days, you could, but it was definitely reserved for those major milestones. Again, a way kind of to say, hey, we've got our champagne glasses. This means something big is happening, right? You see it in movies and TV shows too, not even just with New Year's Eve, but drinking champagne in general. Usually something as a toast to a celebration, right? Someone just got a promotion at their job, or someone just had a baby. A lot of people have drink champagne at baby showers, also at weddings and ceremonies. A lot of people drink champagne. So it's a way to celebrate life. It's a way to celebrate people, culture, society, and also the new year. And it's one of the most popular drinks during this time, New Year's Eve and even New Year's Day. Of course, in modern tradition, we see it, of course, global custom being synonymous with ringing in the new year. In association with celebration, it makes the ideal celebratory drink for marking it to the end of the one year and the beginning of another. So that's, of course, why we drink champagne. It's a way to toast into the new year and celebrate each other and life and prosperity for one another. And of course, you can also find interesting backstories. So there's an interesting conversation. I won't read through the whole thing just because we only have so much time. And then into the 12 o'clock hour, I want to get into more. What are some local events that are happening in the Fox River Valley? But there is an icy backstory to that clink clink that you hear when raising a toast to the end of the year. If you want to read that whole article on theconversation.com, you can find it. That's under ethics and religion. So it kind of goes into a little bit on the religious side of things when it came to those cold beverages and the celebrations. So if you want to find that, you can. It kind of goes into history on ice houses and how that kind of came into play with clinking and toasting, I guess. So there's a lot of different stories that kind of coincide with one another, and maybe sometimes they might even be a little different from each other. But if you want to check out that, of course, when it comes to ice making, and of course putting those ice in those drinks to raise a toast at the end of the year, there's that backstory to that too, with ice houses in India and some other places as well. So if you want to find that conversation story, read a little bit of history on that, you can find it on theconversation.com. It's a great way to stay informed on some things that are happening also in the world too. And there's also another way that you can stay informed. This is newly posted. Many of you might know this already, but Kane County is having a new public safety alert system. So it's a way to stay informed, connected, and prepared in Kane County's new public safety alert system. What you get is real-time notifications about severe weather, road closures, police activity, and other emergencies. It's delivered the way that you choose, so you can customize it. If you want to get text on your phone or tablet, you can. If you want to get a phone call, you can. Email, or even through their app as well. So if you go to their website, it's kcoem.org. There is a QR code that you can also scan too, but I wanted to put this information out there for you. I'm subscribed to them through email, so I will get those email alerts too. That's from the Kane County Emergency Management, recently posted that. So if you want to check out more information on that, you can find those public safety alerts and how to stay informed, connected, how to download the app, all that good stuff. That is at kcoem.org for more info. So it's a great way to start the new year and staying informed, keeping yourself in tune with these things. We're definitely going to try to be more part of that here on WRMN as well, trying to keep you up to date with what's happening locally, real-time events, things like that too. So stay tuned for that and more. There's lots of different fun events that are happening, ringing in the new year for businesses. So we would definitely want to talk more about that. I know that coming up in January and into February, a lot of local villages and towns and even cities in the Fox River Valley area have their restaurant weeks, which is something that I've talked about before in the past too. So definitely stay tuned for that and more coming up after this break. We are getting into our 12 o'clock segment. We are also still going to be having our Tradio segment too, so that's a great time to call in for last day, 2025. Wishing everyone a New Year's if you want to call in for that. Or, hey, I'm looking for this new item, or I'm looking for an item that I want to achieve to have in 2026 or achieve to sell in 2026. That's a great time to call in. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch. WRMN will be back with more in just a little bit.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by NordVPN. The Trump administration has sued to block a new Illinois law that allows residents to sue federal immigration agents over courthouse arrests or alleged rights violations. Federal attorneys say the law violates the Constitution. Governor Pritzker's office says no one is above the law. The Illinois State Fair will move to digital ticketing for the 2026 fair following a successful trial in 2025. Officials say the change will make entry faster and more secure. The 2026 Illinois State Fair runs August 13th through the 23rd in Springfield. Illinois State Police and local agencies are increasing patrols targeting impaired driving, speeding, seatbelt violations, and distraction. Officials urge drivers to plan ahead, designate a sober driver, and make safe choices to arrive alive and start 2026 safely. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-990-1551. That's 800-990-1551.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. College football today in Nashville. It's the Music City Bowl. 8-4 Illinois takes on 8-4 Tennessee. College football playoff semifinal action starts tomorrow when number 2 Ohio State battles number 10 Miami. On Thursday, it's number 4 Texas Tech against number 5 Oregon. Number 9 Alabama takes on number 1 Indiana. The Hoosiers 13-0. Number 6 Ole Miss against number 3 Georgia. The Bears host the Lions this Sunday. If Chicago wins, they're locked into the number 2 seed in the NFC and would host the Packers in the wild card round. The Timberwolves pounded the Bulls 136-101 last night. Nikola Vukovic had 23 points in the losing effort as Chicago drops to 15-17 overall. They're 8-8 at home. Some bad news for the Bulls. They lost top scorers Kobe White and Josh Giddey to injuries. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Ah, the Internet, a place where your curiosity can flourish, unless online threats stop you. The Internet is wonderful, but you need to protect yourself online. Protect yourself online with NordVPN. NordVPN encrypts your browsing. Its Threat Protection Pro feature helps you block malware, avoid phishing, and stop digital trackers. Get the best deal at NordVPN.com.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, snow with cloudy skies and a high near 34. Temperatures falling to around 32 in the afternoon. Windy with gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Snow likely tonight before 8 p.m., then partly cloudy with a low around 8. Currently, it is 33 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
2026 your year of adventure. Book that trip and learn a new language with Babbel. Go ahead, make a resolution you can stick to. Now is the time. Babbel's New Year sale is here. Unlock all of the languages on Babbel with a lifetime subscription for 65% off. Turn your daydream into a destination this year with Babbel. Get Babbel's lifetime access for less at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Looking to set sail on your dream vacation? Cruises International has you covered. Specializing in land and sea getaways, they're here to make your vacation unforgettable. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, they offer personalized service with a global network of specialists to ensure your trip is tailor-made just for you. Call today at 800-255-7447 to speak with a cruise and vacation expert. And don't miss Travel Tuesdays on WRMN AM 1410 every first Tuesday of the month from 11 to 12 p.m. on Out to Lunch. That's Cruises International. Your vacation, your way.
When your car needs trusted care, think All Around Auto Body in Schaumburg. Family owned for over 30 years, they deliver high-quality collision repair and dependable service from start to finish. Call 847-352-3825. They're located at 501 Morse Avenue in Unit D. Get your vehicle back in shape with the experts who care. All Around Auto Body, where your car is treated like family. Call 847-352-3825 today. Proud sponsors of America's First Responders Fest.
And welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Yes, we are ringing into the new year here, coming up pretty soon, 2026. The morning is officially over for 2025. There's no more mornings, folks. That's it. The mornings are done for 2025. We are now into the afternoons. This is the last afternoon of 2025, and then eventually the last evening of 2025, and then the last night of 2025 as we kick it into 2026. So the morning is officially over completely for 2025. No more. We move on to the next morning. The next morning time frame will be in the new year, 2026. We hope that you're enjoying this now afternoon. We hope you enjoyed the last morning of 2025. As we kick it off into this segment, we'll talk more about some fun things, including the best new movies of 2025 ranked by the Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll also discuss here what are some performances. It is a Wednesday, so it is a wind down Wednesday as well. We do talk about things like that. I know we've also got What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That'll be coming up at 1 o'clock until 2 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. What is this show going to be talking about? It's going to be a replay, dangers of EMFs and how to protect yourself. He's also going to be having a discussion on Vicki Lawrence and Mama, a two-woman show. So the guest lineup will be the health update with Dr. Jeff Barkey, dangers of EMFs and how to protect yourself, and Emmy Award-winning comedian Vicki Lawrence, touring production Vicki Lawrence and Mama, a two-woman show. So that'll be coming up here. News stories of the day will include how to keep open champagne bubbly on New Year's Eve without a stopper, and how to prevent a hangover. And if you end up having a hangover, how to treat it. So that'll be coming up. That will be on later today at 1 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. You can find this and more posted on what'scookingtoday.com. For Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, we do have a best of replay, so stay tuned for that as well. Let's see what else. What else do we have here? Well, let's go through the weather and temperatures one more time. This is the last time I'm going through weather and temperatures today, folks, in 2025. The next time I talk about the temperatures will be in 2026. So here we go. We've got a high of 35 degrees for today, cloudy with snow developing later. We see current temperatures right now at roughly 34. So we're almost at our high. It does feel like 20 degrees outside today. Cloudy skies early, becoming partially cloudy after midnight. We see a low of 9 degrees coming in through for tonight. Heading on into tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day of January 2026. 20 degrees is what we're seeing here. Overcast. Low of 16 degrees is what we're seeing here for a few clouds from time to time for Thursday night. That's tomorrow night. Friday rolls around. We see a high of 27 and a low of 19. Winds light and variable. We see a Saturday 30 high with a winds light and variable with a low of 17 coming through. That's for Saturday night. Sunday rolls around here. We do see a high of 31. Partly cloudy skies are going to be during the morning with cloudier skies later in the evening, followed by partial clearing. A low of 28 degrees is in that forecast for Sunday. Heading on into Monday the 5th, we see a high of 42, intervals of clouds and sunshine in the morning with more clouds for later in the day. That high of 42 is predicted with a low of 31, considerable cloudiness through Monday night. Early Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 28. And then finally, Wednesday, a week from today, a high of 37 and a low of 26 degrees. So that's the weather and forecast for you. Last one, I'll be announcing it here in 2025 as we kick it off to 2026. Let's do a little bit of a movie review from 2025, ranked by the Tomato Meter. If you're familiar with Rotten Tomatoes, these are what are the best movies, the top listed movies on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, of course, if you are religiously subscribed to the Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter, right? Then of course you might want to watch these films. If not, though, that's totally fine. I don't know if I subscribe to the Tomato Meter as much, but if you're looking for if you're looking for the new list here, you can find it. Certified Fresh Films. The first one on this list is On Becoming a Guinea Fowl. I've never heard of this one before. This is the first one on the list, rated at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. A vibrant exploration of family and social mores, On Becoming a Guinea Fowl marks another superb effort from writer-director Rungano Nioni. There you go. And so that's what's listed on the number one ranking movie of the year 2025 on Rotten Tomatoes, that is. Number 2 on this list is Ephus, listed as number 2. And that was directed by Carson Lund. Revealing characters through the rules of game, Ephus is a bittersweet baseball outing thrown at a perfect pitch at 100%. Number 3 on this list is Pillin. Pillin is directed by Harry Leighton, a remarkable directorial debut by Harry Leighton. Pillin is an unconventional romance that soars thanks to its non-judgmental perspective and knockout performances. Alexander Skarsgård's in that. The fourth one on this list, ranking at also 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, Soleiman's story, achingly human in its depiction of immigrant struggles. Soleiman's story asks us to witness, understand, and grant empathy to all. That lists in at number 4 on this top 10 list. Number 5 is Deaf President Now, deftly chronicling a pivotal flashpoint in deaf community activism while skillfully folding inclusivity into its style. Deaf President Now is a documentary that heartens as much as it informs. So that's ranked at number 5 on this list here for the editorial on Rotten Tomatoes at 100%. Are these movies all 100%? Close to it. Most of them are actually 100%. Next one on this list is Come See Me in the Good Light. So far, I've not heard of any of these movies before. Come See Me in the Good Light. It was written by Ryan White, emotionally searing yet gently radiant portrait of Andrea Gibson and Megan Falley's navigation of terminal illness that never loses sight of the warmth, humor, and love that defined their relationship. Next one on this list is The Plague. This one looks like a horror movie. I have not heard of it, though. Charlie Pollinger is the director. Steeped in disquieting mood without ever treading water, The Plague takes common adolescent anxieties and elevates them to an unforgettable chiller. That's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, number 7 on the list. Number 8 is The Secret Agent. This is another one here. directed by Kleber Mendoza Filo. A thematically rich and visually arresting political thriller, The Secret Agent blends grindhouse stylization with biting social commentary to weave in a vividly dangerous yet darkly human tale. That's at 99%. Next one on this list, number 9, is No Other Choice. This is written by Park Chan-wook. Directed with pristine precision by Park Chan-wook, No Other Choice is a wickedly clever takedown of the corporate rat race that finds a perfect avatar in Lee Byung-hun's skillfully hapless performance. And number 10, this one is on this list. I have heard of this one before. The Perfect Neighbor. This is actually based on a true story, true event that happened. Written by Gita Ganpier. Crippling as it is deeply unsettling, The Perfect Neighbor lays bare the systematic failures and the quiet terror embedded in American legal systems with surgical precision. So that's the list there. Kind of interesting. They have a whole other list of some other ones here. It's like a top 30 or something like that. And most of these movies I have not heard of before. But the number 10 on the list, that one I have heard of before, because I did watch a video a little bit on that. It's a scary story, that one. Taking a look at the time, it is coming up to 16 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we are going to discuss here, of course, what are some performances that are coming up. And maybe you want to take a course, an acting class. We'll talk about that here and more in just a bit. Stay tuned on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Want to read some action-packed, exciting pulp fiction? Read the works of Michael Tooman, now featuring the international crime thriller, I Married a Bot Madam. Available on Amazon in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle editions. The paperback is also available at other book retailers. Check out Michael Tooman's webpage at Scilink.net. That's Papa, Sierra, Yankee, Lima, India, November, Kilo. November, Echo, Tango.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Sheblow has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We are definitely keeping it a lot of New Year's themed here. We just talked about the top 10 list of movies that apparently from 2025 on Rotten Tomatoes, or at least, what the Rotten Tomatoes rating was on those. Most of them I had not heard of, though. But we're going to move on a little bit here into the theater side of things, local, of course, for local theaters and performances. And maybe this is a New Year's resolution of yours or something that you want to do in the New Year's, no matter what your age. Maybe you want to do theater. Maybe this is something that is inspiring you. Maybe it's something that you just kind of recently got into. Maybe I'd like to do acting and singing and dancing and dressing up and having a good time and giving a performance to the local community, right? And supporting local community organizations and facilities, and of course, different theaters that are out there, performance theaters that work very hard to make sure that they put on some really fantastic, awesome performances. So maybe this is something that you want to do. Maybe you have kids who might be interested. There are some musical workshops that you can check out too at these local organizations. The Children's Theater of Elgin and the Fox Valley Theater Company has workshop and classes that you can partake in as well. I know that they are having an audition workshop coming up Saturday, January 10th at the Journey of Hope Church, and it's for Disney's Descendants, the musical. And they're going to be having those auditions coming up January 20th through till the 21st. So if you are listening to this right now and you're like, hey, you know what? My kid is a member of the CTE. We're going to be trying out for Disney's Descendants, or you want to try it out. You're listening now. You're like, I never heard of this before. Let me try it out. You can go to their website, cteelgin.com, click on read more, or check out their different links. Disney's Descendants, the musical, is coming up in April is when they're going to be having it. So they're going to be having the Disney's Descendants, the musical auditions open to performance of grades 2 to 9. And they're going to be having auditions held the 20th and the 21st at the Journey of Hope Church in Elgin. Callbacks will be that Friday, the 23rd. Now, rehearsals will begin on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 to 4. Exact times, call lists, and locations will be shared with the cast list after the list is posted. So again, if you do want to check out more information on that, you can find it at cteelgin.com. We always do love to have the Children's Theater of Elgin and the Fox Valley Theater Company come onto the air to promote their upcoming performances. So, of course, we're definitely going to have them on at some point before their shows do start in April. So that is the Children's Theater of Elgin if you want to check them out. I know that the $1 Million Quartet is still going on as well, too. And it's now through till January 4th. We've been mentioning this here too. And then they actually come back again in March through till May. And who knows, they might even expand on that by popular demand like they've been doing. But Paramount Theater in Aurora is a great place to go to. They do have Irving Berlin's White Christmas the Musical still going on. If you want to get those tickets, they're available. You can find them. They do have a Thursday, January 1st, 7 p.m. showing, and then also followed by that Friday through Saturday. And then it does continue on until Sunday, January 11th is the last show date. So if you still have yet a chance to enjoy some of that Christmas holiday spirit and you want to check out White Christmas the Musical at Paramount Theater, it's still available now that you can check out. Some of it is limited availability, especially on the weekends. I know they're going to be having some more performances coming up. Riverdance 30, The New Generation, will be in March. That's a cool one that you can check out too. You can check out a way to plan your visit, events calendars. They also do offer wedding venues and rentals, so you can find that. That's at Paramount Theater in Aurora. Egyptian Theater has some fun events that are coming up here as well too. The Egyptian Theater 96th Birthday Club is now open through till today. So today's the last day if you want to sign up for their birthday club. Egyptian Theater has some fun things that are coming up, featured events and more. You can feel free to check them out. They're going to be having Clash of the Tribute Bands, Journey versus Foreigner, coming up Friday, January 16th. The Monkey Men, Greatest Monkeys Tribute Band will be coming up on Friday the 23rd. So they've got some good things. And that one had actually already sold out, that one. And you can find that entire list of those events coming up. That's at egyptiantheater.org. They've been around since 1929. So they are pretty much done for 2025 as we know it, because 2026 is already coming up tomorrow. But if you want to check out the whole list of what's going to be happening for pretty much the whole year of 2025, the majority of 2026 for Egyptian Theater, they have those shows all planned out for 2026 into October 24th. So if you want to do a little bit of some heads up planning, maybe you're like, you know what, I want to go to that performance in May, a Brothers Revival performance, May 9th. You can plan ahead now, get your tickets, you can purchase them. That's the nice thing about Egyptian Theater is a lot of the times you can purchase those tickets in advance. So that's great. Of course, you can also check out some local restaurants that are having some fun things to do, right? There are some top 10 best places to go to New Year's Eve for a nice steak dinner or maybe some nice pasta. I know, of course, we're going to Jimmy's Char House tonight, so that's always a fun place to go to have a nice meal. Season 52 offers some great wine and also seafood. I know that the Capitol Grill is a place that's very much American steakhouse style of a place to go to. If you want something like an Outback Steakhouse, you can go there. Ryan and I went to Olive Garden last night. We had pasta. It was very good. I mean, there's a lot of different places that are going to be open. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse will be open later today at 3 o'clock. That's in South Barrington. Bonefish Grill in Algonquin is another one you can go. They're only going to be open until 10 p.m. though. If you go to like some other places, Chicago Street Poorhouse, or maybe St. Charles Place Steakhouse and Banquets. So good places to go to. Maybe you already have those reservations made already too. It's good to always plan that ahead to ensure your spot. What are some other restaurants that you can go to? Well, of course, the Village Squire restaurants are always good. They are wishing everyone a very happy 2026 and a happy new year from all of them at the Karis Group restaurants as they welcome into 2026. Some good years and some good food in 2025. I always enjoy their food at the Village Squire restaurants too. So good one to check out there. Alexander's is another good one to view. And I know they still do have their Karis Family pop-ups, which are the decorations. The holiday decorations are still up until January. You can also check out some other places. Geneva has some good places that you can go to for the holiday spirit. For the New Year's, I know Stockholm's Brew Pub, they always have their monthly specials. Today's the last day to get their December specials. So they have their coconut curry mussels, pimiento cheese dip. They've got their butternut squash and kale salad. You can try their sausage and pepper sandwich. They've got a pasta Milano that's going on sale right now as a special. They've got a scallop risotto, Canadian chicken sandwich. They have their sausage, bean, and kale soup, and their Swiss Canadian bacon, sauteed mushrooms, and Dijonnaise sauce burger that's going on. And that's what they have last day today. That's on West State Street in downtown Geneva. That's a good place to check out. And they are also having tonight at 8:30 p.m. their New Year's Eve pairing dinner. So if you want to check that one out too, you can find it. The first course includes their surf and swine, pan-seared jumbo sea scallop laid over flash-fried smoked pork belly topped with pineapple chutney. That sounds good. Their second course includes their shrimp bisque paired with a Viking red ale. Third course is surf and turf, 6-ounce filet mignon. And then they have their fourth course, which is a tiramisu paired with champagne. That sounds pretty good. That's $110 per person. They do say to reserve your seats. So they have their number available on their website. And those are just some examples of some of the many places that offer those New Year's Eve pairing dinners, right, that you can go to. There might even still be some space available in specific areas. So check those out too. Call for reservations. But no matter what you're doing, we hope you have a fantastic new year. Coming up next, we have our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, coming up to be the time here, folks, to call in at 847-931-1410. Last chance to call in for Tradio for 2025, because then it'll ring in the new year, 2026. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by NordVPN. Illinois State Police and local agencies are increasing patrols targeting impaired driving, speeding, seatbelt violations, and distraction. Officials urge drivers to plan ahead, designate a sober driver, and make safe choices to arrive alive and start 2026 safely. The Trump administration has sued to block a new Illinois law that allows residents to sue federal immigration agents over courthouse arrests or alleged rights violations. Federal attorneys say the law violates the Constitution. Governor Pritzker's office says no one is above the law. The Illinois State Fair will move to digital ticketing for the 2026 fair following a successful trial in 2025. Officials say the change will make entry faster and more secure. The 2026 Illinois State Fair runs August 13th through the 23rd in Springfield. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized Cash Rewards or Unlimited Cash Rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Fitting in shouldn't be hard, whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom. At Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. This afternoon, snow with cloudy skies and a high near 34. Temperatures falling to around 32. Gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, snow likely before 8 p.m., then partly cloudy with a low around 8. Currently, it is 33 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for listening and tuning in today. We hope that you are enjoying your afternoon, the afternoon of 2025, as we kick it off with 2026. Let's go through, of course, our Tradio callers. Now's the time to call in for Tradio, 847-931-1410. You've got that old item that needs to be getting out of your home. Maybe you need to clean out your attic or basement. Of course, a good time to post it here is on our Tradio segment. Tradio is Monday through Thursday. That is starting at 12:30. We won't have Tradio tomorrow just because, of course, it's the New Year's Day, and we'll just have some replays of Out to Lunch. There'll be just kind of generalized shows kind of talking about how to navigate our website, how to check out local Chamber of Commerce websites, things happening in the community that are more so just generalized, right? So it's not date specific. So that'll be coming up. Let's take a look here and see what we have for our Tradio callers, the recent callers who have called in. You can call in today at 847-931-1410. There's also a chance to call in to talk about if you have any New Year's Eve celebrations that you want to mention here. Maybe if there's a celebration at a particular restaurant that you just love going to. Maybe it's a tradition of yours every year. Feel free to mention it here on Tradio, 847-931-1410. You can text us at 505-926-1410 if you want to send us any information too. But we have Greg. He's looking for those bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a call before 2026 arrives. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, which are those old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. Yeah, those nice little tiny gas engines on them, right? Some of them were made by the Cox Corporation. He's also looking for old racing go-karts, those vintage racing go-karts from the 50s and 60s. He also has that Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle. It runs very well for $125. He also has a Lionel Pioneer Zephyr. It's 4 feet long, in excellent condition. And then he also does have that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker for $500. And if anyone out there might have those old vintage Disney monorail toys, not the plastic ones, I think maybe they were metal or something, but he's looking for some extra pieces to add onto this Schuco Disney monorail toy. Actually, I should look this up here. Schuco Disney monorail vintage. And you can look it up too, see if there's something that you're looking for. The Schuco Disney monorail toy. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so they do have them on different sites, but if you're watching on the YouTube side of things, this is what it looked like. So this was from the 60s, I believe. 60s or 70s. This is the Schuco monorail toys. Not the plastic ones, but I think they maybe are metal or something else, but I don't know. But anyway, that is what he is looking for. So if anyone out there has it, please feel free to reach out to him today. And that's Greg at 847-962-6033. That's the number. Another Tradio caller, Jeff, is looking for trains, parts for trains, preferably cars. Any memorabilia will do too. He's looking for the model railroad items, including the buildings, the tracks, any of the little knickknacks that you can put up the scene to make it a beautiful model. You can feel free to reach out to Jeff today. That number to dial is 630-251-2956. That's 630-251-2956 is that number. Another Tradio caller here has that RV fridge for sale. It's a Dometic AC/DC. He originally paid $900 for it. For a while, he's been listing it for $400. He's brought it down to $300. Took an extra $100 off. And it's an LP gas, 110 volts, 12 volts. It's a model 2554 LB. So if you need this RV fridge, great for a nice gift for someone. Ring in the new year here with, maybe you're getting an RV and you need a fridge to go with it. This is a great opportunity to reach out to him today. And he's located in McHenry, and that number to dial is 815-245-0600. That number again is 815-245-0670. Another Trader caller is looking for a truck for sale. Now, she's looking for one from the pre-admission testing time frame, so roughly probably the 80s or before. If you want to reach out to her today, feel free to. That number is 847-531-6383. That's 847-531-6383. That's the number to dial. Feel free to reach out today if you want to get more information or send her information on the testing, pre-admission testing truck. And then another Tradio caller here has that antique hutch. It's a great one for sale. It's great for storage. Actually, it's not even for sale. She's looking to get rid of it just to give them away to someone. She still has that television stand and the exercise equipment. Reach out to her today if you maybe want to start doing some more exercising during the New Year's. That is 847-287-5687. That's 847-287-5687. Ask for Lorraine. So those are the Tradio callers that have called in. If you want to add yourself to the list, last chance to do it here in 2025. That's 847-931-1410. So what are some things that are going on? Well, of course, we're keeping you up to date with that. Aurora's Restaurant Week is back and bigger than ever. This is coming up in January, late January to early February. You can mark your calendars and enjoy this fun, festive activity to do. And this is located in Aurora. This is the Aurora Restaurant Week. This is coming up in January. It's January 20th through till February 3rd. And you can explore the different flavors of Aurora. So they offer exclusive discounts and prefix menus, waiting at your favorite downtown spots, all local within the Fox River Valley area and in Aurora. More restaurants are being added every day, too. So if you want to plan your culinary adventure, you can check them out at aurorarestaurantweek.com. Exclusive discounts, like I said before, American dishes, global dishes, something for everyone that's out there. So that's coming up in the start of the middle part of January into February. Some other things here too. ExploreElginArea.com posted, have you locked in your New Year's Eve plans in the Elgin area yet? There are plenty of places to spend New Year's Eve. Whether your perfect night is all about high energy live music on the dance floor or a stunningly elegant black tie gala, their latest blog post is your ultimate guide to celebrating in style. They've rounded up all the best party places to help you count down to that midnight for the new year. So if you want to check it out, it's on their blog space. That's on exploreelginaria.com. They've got some good things coming up. Lots of them I've already talked about here too, but if you want to check out the whole list, you can find it. In fact, I've mentioned all of them already during the community hour and also in the past days of Out to Lunch. So if you want to check them out, that's exploreelginaria.com. A great way to celebrate and ring in the new year. Pads of Elgin also says the new year doesn't start the same way for everyone. While many begin the year at parties or at home, some of our neighbors are starting at Pads of Elgin, either as guests in our shelter or as members of our open access outreach community. They seek warmth, safety, and dignity. Outreach remains open 365 days a year because need doesn't wait for holidays. So today is your last chance to give in 2025. You can find them at padsofelgin.org/donate to donate today if you would like to do that. The time is approaching 44 past the hour here. We're going to take our last time out here for Out to Lunch in 2025. And then we're going to be back with more talking about what is happening, what's going on in the Fox River Valley area, different news stories, and more. Stay tuned for that and more here on WRMN AM 1410. We're proudly broadcasting live here from Studio 14 and serving you, the community, the Fox River Valley. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit. Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Are you suffering with anxiety, depression, PTSD, an eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem? If it's causing problems at work or with your family, get help now at Insight Mental Health and Wellness. We can help and treat all types of depression and mental issues. We'll help you use your insurance to get away from it all to a beautiful, sunny, and tranquil vacation-like environment so you can recharge yourself. And with a Family Medical Leave Act, you could take the time off you need from work. Plus, with the Affordable Care Act, your treatment could be 100% covered. If you're suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, PTSD, eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem, use your insurance and get away from it all. Come to sunny California. Call Insight Mental Health and Wellness now. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. That's 800-419-0287.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Hey Bear fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, a turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. WRMN 1410, where Chicago comes to play. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears and WRMN.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
And welcome back, folks, to the final 10 minutes here of Out to Lunch on WRMN in 2025. We got 10 minutes left, folks, for Out to Lunch on WRMN's 2025. Into the new year, of course, I'm hoping to get even more interviews and more coming up. We got St. Joseph Hospital sponsoring Out to Lunch. I'm very excited about that, of course, too. St. Joseph Hospital provides that excellent care tailored to your needs. You can find them located in Elgin. stjosephelgin.com is their website to go to. If you do need that special or emergency care, they're here to help you out. We're going to definitely have them on in 2026 to discuss with us different departments, help you get educated a little bit more on how the hospital works, things like that. And they're a proud sponsor of Out to Lunch coming up next year, starting January 1st. So there you go, folks. Excited about that for sure. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. We're still continuing on to have lots of great local programming into 2026, maybe some new stuff as well. Stay tuned for that. We're also still having some really great shows. That is, of course, those monthly shows. So we do have them, like the second Tuesday of the month. We've got Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International on the second Tuesday of every month, starting at 11 until 12. We're going to be having, of course, still the community hour. We've got the morning show. So many great local programming that's going to be still continuing on into 2026. We also still have, of course, Chamber Chat with Carol Gieske. That is the fourth Tuesday of the month. So that's still going to be going on with us, too. We also still have Steve Thorne's show, Community Spotlight show, and then also Music Memories. We also have here as well, and that's every Friday, Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. We still have our weekend programming that's going to be coming up as well, too. We've got Sherry's Senior Moments. It's now the new show, Sherry. It used to be previously Sherry's Senior Showcase. Now it's Sherry's Senior Moments. She's with Dementia-Friendly Elgin. You can sign up for her newsletter. So we've got all of that set up, too. A whole new intro for her. You've been hearing the ads running as well, too, that she and I both recorded. So that's a new show coming up on the second Thursday of every month at 9 o'clock. So we'll be seeing her January 8th. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. She already sent a good thumbs up to the new intro that I made for her, and she likes it. So that's good. So very excited about that and more coming up into 2026. So let's see what's going on here, of course. What are the final last minutes that we have here at Out to Lunch? What's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area? Food for Greater Elgin recently posted a thank you to the Elgin Township. Special thanks to Food for Greater Elgin, or Elgin Township posted a special thanks to Food for Greater Elgin. They said that they shared their milk with their seniors after their Monday senior lunch. That was on the 29th. Just another example of how our partnerships enhance the lives of our Elgin Township community. So very nice there. That was recently posted and reshared by the Food for Greater Elgin. So if you want to check out that post, that's out there. The Batavia Police Department is wishing everyone a happy new year. Celebrate the New Year's responsibly, set limits, and ensure a safe ride home. This is something, of course, I also mentioned during the community hour as well. Make sure you have ensured a safe ride home, a designated driver, especially if you are drinking. I know a lot of people are. Cheers to a joyful and safe celebration. So, and of course, thank you to all the different local police departments and fire departments and the first responders for all that you do. City of Elgin posted, ready to start the new year strong. A membership at the Edward Schock Center at 100 Symphony Way offers access to fitness, aquatics, family activities, and wellness amenities, all under one roof. You can try a group fitness class free tonight and tomorrow, open to members and guests. So if you want to check that out, you can. You can stop by the center today, visit them at centerofelgin.org, or visit them at location 100 Symphony Way, right here in Elgin. So if you want to join, it's a great way to do so. Their adventure park is a lot of fun too. That was always a core memory of my childhood, was going to their indoor swimming pool. And let me tell you, folks, it hasn't changed much. It looks almost completely exactly the same as when I was a kid too. So that's always cool to see. Village of South Elgin recently posted, in an effort to ring in the new year with the latest and niftiest of technology, they prompted their smartphone to create a colorful 2026 sign using AI, except they typed in AL instead of AI. 20 minutes later, Amazon delivered us Al Jorgensen, professional sign painter. A nice enough guy, but he never leaves the office. He just sits there holding up signs and performs tiny desk concerts during his lunch breaks. We've seen the future, and it's gotten a bit weird, they say. That's a nice post there. And yes, folks, that is an AI image. It is. AI is getting good with their images. Trust me, I know. I've been making some AI family pictures, and it's like, whoa, wow. It's only getting better. P.S. Village office is closed January 1st and opens Friday, January 2nd. So that's a nice little post that they made ringing into the new year, 2026. Village of West Dundee recently posted, do the holidays have your schedule thrown off and it's hard to keep things straight? Here are a few village reminders that might help. Don't forget, non-emergency village offices will be closed Thursday, January 1st, 2026. Garbage and recycling services will be pushed back by 1 day due to the New Year's Day holiday. Pickup will be Saturday, January 3rd. I repeat, I'm saying this for the Village of West Dundee. Any Village of West Dundee residents out there who didn't know this, I wanted to let you know about it. Groot will be collecting real Christmas trees with all the decorations removed and trunks facing the curb with regular service as on January 9th and also on the 16th. So thank you to the Village of West Dundee for posting that, making sure people know about all that information. City of Elgin recently posted a Happy New Year, a look back into 2025 with all of the events that happened and what is to come into the new year 2026. So if you want to watch that really cool video, they've got some great pictures and little snippets of all the fun highlights that happened in 2025 in the city of Elgin. So please feel free to check that out. Oh my goodness, I'm already seeing there, of course, A Nightmare on Chicago Street being one of them, and a lot of other things there too. So definitely check that out. That is a really nice video that was put together by the city. And another thing here too, Kane County government recently posted that they are accepting applications for the position of Kane County board member for District 9, serving portions of Hampshire, Huntley, Pingree Grove, and Elgin. So they are looking for a position, something to ring in the new year 2026 could be something that you're looking for. Here's an opportunity. If you go to their website, kanecountyconnects.com, it's a recent article that has been posted today. So if you want to find it, they've got all the links and information posted out there. Well, folks, we are getting closer to the end of the show. I wish everyone a spectacular and fantastic 2026. We are so excited to be doing more here on WRMN, to be tailoring to your needs here in the community. We want to be that community-focused radio station and multimedia network too, because we are also on the YouTube side of things as well. So we're wishing everyone a spectacular, wonderful, safe, and happy holiday season. Brand new year coming up as we get out of 2025 and we head on into 2026. And don't miss out to tune in tonight if you'd like to. WRMN, we're having our New Year's Eve celebration live broadcast. You can tune in on that AM 1410 dial, or also feel free to watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/WRMN radio. I won't be there, but I'll be there in spirit. Got a lot of fun things to do. Celebrate my dad's birthday, and I'm going to a party tonight. We hope you all have a safe and wonderful 2025 rest of your year as we hop in with grace and luxury and everything else in between, positivity into 2026. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a happy new year.